What up? We're back on the ladder, and today we changed up the team a little bit, but I figured we would get in a little bit more Haxorus gaming because he has done quite a lot of work in the past couple videos, but not enough to get me satisfied yet, so we're going to be bringing him back. We are bringing back Blood Moon Ursaluna for the first time in a hot minute. We do have Volcarona, and we do have Skarmory coming back, and we have a Spathra on the team, which this Spathra is actually from, like, back when I started my channel, and I don't think I even used it on any of my teams. Like, we're running a very old set. We're Tera Fire with Tera Blast on this thing, and we're just very physically defensive. I couldn't even tell you why we're Tera Fire, but we are. So, looking at my opponent's team, a lot of standard picks aside from the fact that they are bringing Flygon and Poliwrath. So, it scares me a little bit because they're obviously running a little bit of rain over there with the Pelipper, but hopefully we can make some good use of that. So, let's see. They probably want to lead with the Pelipper, if I had to guess, or Dragapult to U-turn out. So either way they want to go, really we could just come in and kind of tank whatever with Sylveon. Sylveon's actually looking very good here. We will bring Haxorus, and then I'm thinking maybe fuck it, I do just bring a Spathra and see what I can get going with it. And I don't know, let's just get into it and see how this goes. But as always, the Pokepaste for this team will be in the description, so you can go ahead, check it out, do whatever you want with it. It is yours, along with the playlist of all of my other Battle Stadium videos. I have been kind of rearranging that playlist a little bit to put what I would say are the best ones up at the top of the playlist. So if you want to go see some older ones, you know, if you're new around here, you know, you can go ahead, check that out if you want. But, of course, they are going to go ahead and lead with the Pelipper. So, really, I'm just going to go for a Hyper Voice here. I have no reason not to. Even if they want to switch, we do a ton of damage to basically everything else on their team. So that U-turn isn't going to do a whole lot of damage to us, of course. So I'm pretty sure Hyper Voice just kind of nukes like the rest of their team, really. So we'll see what comes in, but it is going to end up being that Poliwrath, which this Hyper Voice should take him down. Yeah, it's just gonna kill. It is just straight up gonna kill. This guy's team is very weak to Fairy, aside from the Pelipper. So, you know, it is kind of his best option to just kind of lead into that. But now we are going to see the Dragonite come out. This guy's probably going to Tera, if I didn't know any better. So what I'm actually going to do here is just go for Psyshock and see if I can just get rid of his multi-scale. Okay, he doesn't Tera, actually. We overread a little bit, but let's see how much this Psyshock does. Should still do a decent amount. Yeah, it gets rid of the multi-scale enough to the point where he can't really recover back to it, which is what I was worried about. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with using that to scout things out, because now this Hyper Voice really should just take care of things. Hopefully he just goes for another Earthquake. Yeah, because we will tank that. Unless he gets a crit, which would be unfortunate, but he does not. So we do tank that, and this Hyper Voice will take care of the Dragonite. Sylveon is looking beautiful this match. It just kind of outplays their entire team. This guy had a little too many dragons. You know, he didn't bring all of them to the battle, but a little too many dragons on his team. So, of course, we will stay in here. Doesn't really matter. We can just let this Sylveon go down here. It definitely did its job. Sylveon did fucking amazing so far. So, this Pelipper on the field still could pose a problem. That's what you gotta understand here. Because Haxorus, we're gonna have to Tera here. We're definitely gonna have to Tera, and hopefully I don't get Hurricane confused. So, we will come in here. We'll come in. We'll break the mold. Doesn't really matter right now. And now I do kind of have to Tera Steel, and I'm just gonna click Dragon Claw, because I'm pretty confident in 2-hit KOing this Pelipper. If he randomly decides to pop like a Tera Fairy, I'm gonna fucking freak. But we should be good. So there we are. We get the axe on our head. You already know how this shit goes. We are out here looking beautiful. This is Haxorus. He is gonna pop his Tera. Okay. Let's see what he goes for. There's absolutely no way he's Tera Fairy. Obviously not. Obviously not. Ghost? Okay. Sure. Really? Like, sure. I don't know. Last-ditch effort on his part, maybe? I don't really know what Ghost protects him from. But, he is gonna go for that Hurricane. Please do not confuse me. Please, please, please. Okay, thank you. And now we should be good to just end the game here. The battle's canceled, yep. But what can I say? His team, it wasn't varied enough. He had way too many dragons, not quite enough coverage. Personally, if it were me, I would have U-turned out and went into the Dragonite because he probably took a Hyper Voice with the multi-scale still up, but that's just me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next match. MC Chango coming in. It's so weird playing later in the day. I'm recording this more so at night than when I usually record. So, you know, getting the non-Japanese players and getting the weirder teams is definitely, I mean, it's welcome. It's definitely welcome, but this guy is going to be running his Hisuian Lilligant, which I don't think I have ever seen before. If I have, very few times. Electivire, which I surprisingly have seen before. He has a lot of monkeys. A lot of monkeys on his team. So what I think is going to happen is probably a Rillaboom lead, if I had to guess. I don't know if Rocks is going to help me a ton against his team. Let's see, I believe, yes, I'm Tera Fighting on this Skarmory. So, I mean, I could go Tera Fighting and, you know, get my bulk up because he's running a ton of physical mons. That might just be what I do. That might just be what I do here. Let's go Skarmory. Let us bring... do I bring Haxorus to this one? Yeah, you know what, fuck it. We'll bring Haxorus. And then... I don't know, I'm thinking Volcarona just kind of looks good here. Annihilate's gonna be pretty scary, but we should be okay to just take care of it naturally. If not, we might be in for a problem, but, you know, we'll see how things go getting into this. He does have surprisingly good coverage for the underused mons that he's running. Yeah, the Infernape in the picture as well, so I'm gonna assume, I mean, he could have a U-turn Infernape lead. That's definitely a possibility. It is gonna be the Garchomp coming out, though, which, this is actually okay. I'm actually very much okay with this. So, I'm not gonna set up rocks. I actually am just gonna go for an Iron Defense here and see, you know, if I can just get that boost up real quick. Because a lot of his team is very physical. You know, if he switches into Infernape, I can Tera if need be, but Skarmory is looking to be probably the best lead option I had here. So we are just going to set up an Iron Defense against whatever this guy wants to do. He is just going to withdraw, so I'm actually pretty okay with that. Hopefully, okay, it is going to be the Annihilate. So this is pretty interesting. That means that I can't really hit him, because my only move, of course, is going to be, you know, Body Press. But let's see. Let's set up Stealth Rock and see if he wants to, you know, Tera. See if he wants to run an Encore set. You know, we can kind of scope things out here pretty well just by going for our rocks. So, okay, he is going to opt to Tera, which is pretty good for us, honestly, as long as he doesn't go for, like, an Encore. But, he is going to be Tera Normal. Okay, Tera Normal Annihilate. Now, I haven't seen this before. He is just going to go for a Rage Fist. I have not hit you yet. I haven't hit you. That's not going to do anything. You are going to take Rocky Helmet damage, though, I can tell you that much. Let's get up rocks here. Okay. So that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Tera Normal Annihilate. I'm going to go for a Body Press here this turn. That Rage Fist still isn't really going to be doing a whole lot to us. Yep. We're going to be doing pretty good there with the Rocky Helmet. I want to know why he's Tera Normal, though. I want to know what Tera Normal Annihilate offers. I guess Ghost Resistance? So you don't get hit by any Ghost moves? But, like, why? I'm Skarmory. I'm not going to be running any Ghost coverage, really. So anyway, in comes Garchomp. Going to be taking some rocks damage there as well. But I will be going for a Body Press on this guy as well. That Dragon Claw, yeah, we'll tank that very nicely as well. This is a Skarmory sweep, that's kind of crazy. You don't see that too often. We'll see that Body Press. Gonna do a little bit. It's a pretty good opportunity for me to roost up here and get my health back and just let him take Rocky Helmet damage. I think that's probably my best course of action. So he's gonna go for an Outrage. We should still take that. Yeah, we'll still take that pretty well. It's gonna be a crit even. Like, I said that weird, but that's gonna be even a crit, and we're still gonna live it. So, that's kind of crazy. But let me go for this Roost. Get all of that health back. Not all of it, obviously, but a good chunk. Got backed into the green. So now, his last mon is going to be the Infernape, and I would like to just get a body press off on this guy. I'm really debating going for my Tera Fighting here. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna go for Tera Fighting body press here. Let's go ahead and pop it, just to make sure that we live any fire move he wants to throw at us, because Infernape is obviously like the best candidate for running a mixed attacker. Like, it can really do it all. It can especially carry Overheat and still run physical moves, and Overheat is what I am mainly scared about. So, he's gonna go for Raging Fury, which is still scary, but we will tank it, especially with the Tera Fighting on us. So let's just go ahead, pop this body press, and we are going to see a Skarmory sweep. That's funny. This video is a trip so far, but GG's MC Chango. Let's go ahead and get into another one. This time we are up against Strong, who has a very annoying team by the looks of it, because they do have Palafin, they do have Politoed to set up the rain, they got Blastoise, they got Clefable, which, you know, we have taken care of Clefables in the past, but they do also have Scizor and Blaziken. So, I don't really know what they want to do, because they could lead with, I mean, if they bring Palafin, they probably lead Palafin to obviously activate its ability, but Drizzle with Politoed could also help them out a lot. So what I'm looking for here is something to really, you know, help us out here, something to really tank water moves, because that seems to be a problem here. What I do know is that I definitely do want to bring Haxorus, I just don't know if I want to lead Haxorus. So, you know what? You know what? No, I could lead Haxorus. I could definitely lead Haxorus here, actually. And then, let's see, Sylveon here is still looking pretty good. I'm scared to bring Skarmory, because obviously they do have that Blaziken, but Blaziken doesn't really seem like it jives with the rest of his team. Let's go ahead, let's bring Sylveon, and then let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to bring Skarmory. I'm going to bring Skarmory, because Palafin, we should be able to kind of outtake him. I know I'm not leading Skarmory, and that's kind of a weird decision, but I feel like it's still a good option to have in the back. We have especially defensive Mon and Sylveon. We have, you know, our Sweeper and Haxorus. It's just kind of the order that we have our Mons in that's weird, but we are going to be seeing the Clefable lead here, which is interesting. We are leading Haxorus, but not a problem at all, because of course we do have Terra Steel, and we do have Iron Head at our disposal. So, I am just going to go ahead. I'm actually going to set up a Dragon Dance here. That's what I'm going to do. Because either he goes for like a Moonblast or something, or he goes for a Minimize, or he goes for a Custom Power. He tries to set up regardless, and I don't think we kill him in one hit anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop my Tera, and I'll go ahead and get my little speed boost, my little attack boost up, and we'll go from there. But, yeah, there we go. We get a D-Dance up. Hopefully he doesn't lead and have something crazy. We're gonna see a flamethrower coming from this guy, or whatever. Stealth Rock? Alright, sure. Sure, that doesn't really bother me one way or the other, if I'm being honest with you. That is completely fine on my part, so let's go ahead for this Iron Head. You may switch now, but we do have a boost up. It was kind of a waste on your part. I mean, it sucks a little bit for Skarmory, but not too much. Not too much. So, I would just like to be at full health with Skarmory if I were to come in to get the maximum, you know, bulk that I can off with it. Okay, he's going to withdraw, as predicted, obviously. And he doesn't want to take an Iron Head at all. So he is going to send in Blaziken here. And our worry, of course, is going to be his speed boost. But let's see how much this Iron Head does first, and we'll go from there. It does a clean half, actually, which is really good. He does not get a speed boost. That is actually very, very surprising. I'm just going to go for another Iron Head, since that did a clean half. He's going to go for Protect. Buddy, don't know what we're doing here. I mean, you're free to do so, but, there you go. There's your speed boost. Okay. Well, now, this is pretty scary. I could have gone for a D-Dance there and been fine, but I am gonna click EQ this turn, and hopefully we're good. Hopefully we still outspeed on Haxorus. If he goes for another protect, we're kind of fucked. I'm just gonna be honest, if he goes for another one, we're kind of fucked. But I have no choice but to really attack here. So, okay. He does just stay in, he doesn't go for a protect, and we do outspeed, so we get to hit that Earthquake. Threat taken care of, fucking crisis averted there. That scared me, because he took a while to choose his move. I really thought we were gonna see another protect come out. Yeah, I was really questioning my decisions there. But Haxorus here, definitely putting in the work. I don't even know who to put in the thumbnail of this video. I really don't, because we got 3 Mons just sweeping all across the board. So let's go for Earthquake here. He is not going to be Tera flying, so that's good for us. See how much this does. Clean half, pretty good. That knockoff gonna hurt a little bit, but we don't really need our Lumberry, I don't think. So I will just click Earthquake this turn as well. That Bullet Punch, we will take that very nicely. And now this Earthquake, that was a crit. Actually, guys, I gotta be honest, I tried recording yesterday too, and I got probably the most unlucky I've ever been in this game. I was missing every move possible. I was getting hit by every status move possible. Like, it was crazy. It was not a good time. It would not even have been a good video if I were to make it into a video. It was that bad. But this is kind of making up for it. So let's go ahead, outspeed here, and hit this Clefable with the fattest Iron Head possible. Just fucking slam this axe into it and take care of it. So that was a video. 3 matches, 3 sweeps pretty much. Yeah, playing at night, gotta say, definitely a different experience than playing in the morning or playing in the day on the Battle Stadium singles ladder. But that'll be it for this one. Thank you all for watching. You know, do the YouTuber stuff, like, comment, subscribe if you want. It does help out a ton, and I really do appreciate all of the support that I get. Every little bit I really appreciate. But that'll be that. Thank you all for watching. I don't know how to end videos, so